of San Francisco. When Michael Cooper jumped into the 5th row, that gentleman took the brunt of Michael Cooper's shoe.
And knee and everything.
Bloodied but not bowed.
Oh, he had a red shirt. So.
Tough fans here. Under 10 minutes to go, 3rd period. 1-point lead. Lakers trailing the Celtics 65-64. Still Boston ball. Casey Jones, part of 8 world titles as a guard. Quiet, not colorful. A relaxed atmosphere has helped the Celtics. Right now they need more than relaxation. Dennis Johnson hemmed in with 3. Try to go up with the shot anyway, it appears. I don't know if that was a pass.
That was a forced shot, Dick. And with all that defense in the paint that LA has, there's no place for Dennis to go. He's got to take the outside shot.
Lakers can take the lead for the first time in the ball game. At one point in the 2nd period, they were down by 13, but now they have the lead. Abdul-Jabbar, who has scored 6 points now in the 3rd period, he's come alive. The Lakers have been alive for a while. They're up by 1 with 9:16 to play in the period. Dennis Johnson gives the Celtics the lead again.
That's what he has to do, and that's what Henderson has to do, to open up that inside game of the Celtic with their big people. Hit the outside shot.
And that's what Wedman and Ainge did when they were in there off the bench.
And they brought the lead up very nicely.
8 seconds on the 24-second shot clock. James Worthy. Now Rambis. 3 seconds, and Cooper is going for 3 points. They forced that one. Birds lead pass down court to Johnson. Johnson trying for 2 in a row. Has hit 2 in a row.
I don't know why he's hesitant to take it. He can hit it.
Dennis Johnson in his 8th year from Pepperdine out in California. Kareem comes back and gets fouled.
Damn, Kareem.
And a slam, reverse layup dunk underneath. It's been all Kareem for the Lakers in this 3rd period.
2 sky hooks sets up this move. Parrish so afraid of the sky hook, he challenges him for it, and a nice roll move by Jabbar. Wow, that is smart basketball. That's playing with Parrish's head.
He has 8 of the 9 points the Lakers have scored here in the 3rd. And now 9 out of 10.
Little head games go on with those big guys down there.
We're tied at 69. A little more than 4 minutes gone by in this 3rd period. Harris facing the hoop, lost his footing. And now they call the foul. It'll be the first foul on the Lakers in this period. And it's on Magic Johnson, the 2nd personal foul on Magic. No one is in any foul trouble at this point.
No, but Parrish tried to do exactly to Kareem what Kareem did to him. Take it to the basket before the double developed.
Henderson working against Magic Johnson. Nothing there. Larry Bird. Maxwell gets the offensive rebound, fights his way up and draws the foul. That's what Max does for Boston.
With the rotation of that double team defense, that's going to allow somebody on the Celtics to stream in on that offensive board, and Maxwell does it oh so well.
But Larry Bird really has not gotten untracked with the long-range shooting.
As of last Saturday, he was complaining to himself that he wasn't shooting well. He made a free throw here on Sunday, made the free throw and got mad. I couldn't believe it.
Harris talking to Ray Melchiori, the Celtics trainer. The trainers mean so much to these clubs. Jack Curran, of course, has done a terrific job with the Lakers. Maxwell has 6 rebounds, all of them off the offensive board, and he is a perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line. Celtics by 2, 7:50 remaining, 3rd period. Kareem is way outside to the left. Dennis Johnson makes a steal on Cooper's pass. Here's Bird, trying to get his shooting eye back. Larry has 15 for the game.
Magic sets fire to the Lakers with his passing. Bird with his outside shooting.
Dennis Johnson loses Cooper, and Parrish picks him up, and Michael Cooper misses the shot. Rambis might have been shoving off and pushing off. He's called for the foul. It's a loose ball foul. There is Clark Kent in short pants. He was Superman 2 years ago when he came from Greece as a free agent.
He tried to be Superman on that play. Blocked two of the Celtics off at the same time.
Celtics with the ball. Their lead is 4. McAdoo will be coming in for the Lakers. A foul and a good fake by Bird. The foul is on Michael Cooper, and that's his third. He is the second Laker to pick up his third foul. Rambis is the other. Bob McAdoo returns to the game. He has scored 6 points.
Cooper on Larry Bird is a classic defensive matchup. Quickness against size.
And Rambis is out.
And Rambis is out. McAdoo is in.
Cooper is on Bird. Rebound Maxwell. And a foul. That bench, they get all the cheerleaders they need. The Boston Celtics on the bench. Danny Ainge doing it there.
There's Bird as the double team is about to happen. But watch Maxwell. Nobody rotated to block him out. Left him all alone underneath. Great aggressiveness by Maxwell.
And he has 10 rebounds. All offensive rebounds. Playing so far in the first 2 games.
Packing it in the paint. All 5 of the Lakers inside that painted area in the free throw lane. And it's almost impossible to penetrate it, as we'll see Dennis Johnson with the ball try and get inside. He's surrounded by 3 players, forced to take a poor shot. You can't score against that defense unless you first get them to move outside with some outside shooting.
And that's what the Celtics have gotten lately. The Celts have run off 6 straight points to break a 69-69 tie. And with 6:52 remaining in the third period, Cedric Maxwell's gone for 10 for 10. Maxwell has 16 points. He is the Boston's high scorer. He has averaged 11 points in the playoffs. So he's having a rousing ball game. Kareem and Magic Johnson each have 15 to lead the Lakers. James Worthy guarded by Maxwell outside. Kareem and McAdoo also up front. Cooper and Johnson the guard. Lakers with their interchangeable parts. And here's James Worthy. He's fouled.
Worthy is heating up.
Maxwell fouled Worthy on a long-range shot. Worthy made the basket and will go to the line.
Kevin Lockery said yesterday, can you imagine when James Worthy can hit that 20-foot outside shot? He's so right. If ever he hits that shot consistently, and I think he will, nobody's going to be able to stop him unless he's got a blessing from up in the clouds somewhere.
He's hit his last 6 shots, Tom, and with 6:24 remaining in the third period, it's a 4-point game. The Celtics lead. Bird, good position inside. Takes the fall away. Harris gets the offensive rebound, and it's right. So the Boston Celtics going to town on the offensive boards, most of them from Maxwell, that time by Parrish.
That's their power, the big people hitting the boards. And McHale is still on the bench. So he's one of the best at it for the Celtics.
So each team is going to their strength. Here's Worthy again outside. 7 in a row for James Worthy.
I'm sorry, what? 7 in a row for Worthy?
And now Worthy has 16 points, and he becomes Los Angeles' high scorer. So it's power game for Boston against the quickness of the Lakers. Henderson outside. Loose ball, Bird. Harris. No mistake there.
The Celtics almost got caught on that one.
Henderson was a pesky defender in the backcourt.
If he had missed the ball, the Lakers would have been off and running.
80-74, so the Celtics have opened it up to 6 points again. Throwing the ball away is McAdoo. Boston has it on the turnover.
Excellent defense by Robert Parrish to cut down the passing angle to Jabbar.
The Celtics had a 13-point lead in the first half. The Lakers came back and took their only lead at 66-65. But Boston has put the game together again. Now here's the break. The outlet pass. Worthy ahead of the field. And he's fouled by Dennis Johnson. 3 fouls on Dennis Johnson. And it was almost another 3-point play situation.
When Dennis took that shot, Worthy was ready to take off up the court. Look at him heading up the court. Dennis Johnson about 4 steps behind him. And the best of efforts tries to make sure he doesn't make an easy 2.
Well, he has an easy 2 at the line, and so that foul, which was a definite deliberate foul by Johnson, paid off as Worthy misses the first.
That's what makes Worthy so dangerous, his quickness up the court and their willingness to look for him, these Lakers.
We still haven't seen McHale come off the bench in this third period. The Celtics not so secret weapon. Dennis Johnson, short. Here comes a break perhaps. Outlet pass. Cooper ahead. And a foul on Dennis Johnson. Well, Dennis Johnson fouled Worthy, and now Cooper, and now Dennis has 4.
Well, now the Lakers starting to assert themselves with what they do best, that fast break. You miss the outside shot, a long rebound, and you're going to be in trouble unless everybody hustles back. Robert Parrish is trying almost a 2-on-1, and Dennis has to foul under the gun.
And Kevin McHale gets off the bench. He has scored 7 points. He had 25 in game number 1 on
Casey, 4.5 minutes left in the third, and now you go put McHale in. What is your major malfunction, retard?
Sunday. Robert Parrish goes to the bench, and now Casey Jones is also going to counter with Scott Wedman. Wedman hit 2 field goals when Ainge and Wedman put together a good outside shooting duo in the second period when the Celtics open up their big lead.
Any of the Celtic guards miss a couple of outside shots, Casey's going quickly to the bench to find somebody that can hit that outside shot.
Cooper misses the free throw. 1 out of 2. 4:40 remaining. Third period. 80-76 Boston. Lakers didn't have the lead at all until this third period. Celtics regained it in a hurry. Bird nearly lost it. Johnson does. Cooper to Magic. Wedman is back, but it's a 2-on-1 for LA. Oh, yeah! Worthy with the basket and the foul as he goes flying over photographer. I hope he's all right. Well, he's hurting right now. 22nd timeout as James Worthy took a header flying over the post, and a slew of photographers, and Jack Curran, the Laker trainer, is out there.
There's an ill-advised shot and pass to Bird. He's just trying to hold on. There was no pass to Bird. Here's Dennis now. Figures he's got an opening, and that defense again surrounds him. Up comes Magic, and Worthy already out on the break and way ahead of him. And boy, did he get clobbered.
But Dennis Johnson has committed.
Damn, pass, Magic. It's Magic. And you see James? Jesus.
His 5th personal foul. 1 more and he's gone, and James Worthy apparently is all right, although he is shaken up. Worthy missed his first shot of the game, and he has hit his last 8. And the Celtic lead of 80-78 once again in dire jeopardy here, and Dennis Johnson has 5 personal fouls, and he has to come out. Danny Ainge.
Well, that was the matchup that Speed created, forced Casey Jones to make sure that DJ played on him, and he's not getting back quick enough to stop Worthy. So that's his job, to make sure Worthy doesn't get out there on the break, but he certainly is showing tail everybody.
Danny Ainge is coming back in. He scored 8 points. So now Ainge and Wedman, who are effective outside shooters, are in the ball game, but the lead has been cut to 1 again, 80-79, with 4:17 to go in the third. So James Worthy remains in the game, and he's guarding Scott Wedman. Johnson, Magic is on Ainge. McHale double team. Wedman is open. Big basket once again for Wedman. He hit 3 in game 1 Sunday. He's got 3 so far tonight. Worthy on a pass from Magic Johnson, and that's the best pass of the ball game inside.
They better go back to the locker room and decide by lottery who's going to guard Worthy, because nobody seems to know where he is.
Worthy has 11 points this period, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 9. They have 20 between them. 3:38 remaining. The Lakers trying to regain the lead. They've had it only once. On the shot clock. Kareem, a pass to Cooper, and the Lakers have their second lead of the ball game at 83-82.
The Celtics defense isn't as packed in as the LA Lakers, so any cutters are easily getting through for easy passes from Jabbar.
Bird missing. Rebounding is Magic. Cooper, and the fast break going to town, and the LA Lakers now lead by 3.
Wrap that up. Showtime's in effect right now. And that's why they call that shit Showtime.
And they are running the Celtics at this point off the Boston Garden court. And the Celtics don't have their running team in there. McHale, long-range hits. Good thing for Wedman and McHale the last few times the Celtics have come down the court. Otherwise, they'd be down by more.
Well, by playing Wedman for that outside shooting, that's not the speediest team to protect against the fast break.
Laker lead is 1. 2.5 minutes to play in the third period. Celtics have already lost one home game, and now a 3-second violation is called against LA. When your team has the ball, you're not allowed to stand in that lane for 3 seconds. You have to get out of that lane. The Lakers didn't, and so they turn it over to the Boston Celtics. And a timeout, 2:27 remaining in the third. Stockton along with Tom Heinsohn, Brent Musburger, Kevin Lockery, and Pat O'Brien. The Boston Celtics had things to themselves in the first half, leading by as many as 13. But the Lakers' sizzling fast break has taken over the game. They're leading by 185-84. First game of the series was won right here in Boston by the Lakers by the score of 115-109. You're looking at the shooting so far. The Celtics have had more shots, but the Lakers 10 of 13, and that's why they have the lead. Larry Bird is only 1 for 6 shooting in this period. And now traveling call against Wedman of the Celtics. And the Celtics right now, as you look at their brain trust, Chris Ford, Jimmy Rogers, who helped K.C. Jones, they're a beleaguered team right now. Nearly 2 minutes to go in the third period. Bob McAdoo, someone got a piece of that. And here comes Boston. Maxwell. He's had a terrific ball game. Bird with McAdoo in front of him. McHale fighting. Wilkes is into the ball game. Maxwell comes out with it for Boston. What a terrific ball game Maxwell has played. He has 16 points. Boston's high scorer. Worthy with 22 leads LA. Worthy's on the bench now as Wilkes replaces him. Bird. Larry Bird with 17 in the ball game. He had missed his last 6 shots. So the Celtics regain the lead with 1:24 to go in the third period.
They're getting some good mileage out of that bench, though, the Lakers right now.
Wilkes. Maxwell trying to save it, and he does to Danny Ainge. Here comes Boston's break. Ainge.
It's peaches.
If Jamal Wilkes has been a hero so far off the bench for the Lakers with 11 points, you can say the same for Danny Ainge, who has hit 5 bombs and 10 points, and good passing for the Celtics off the bench. 88-85 Boston with Byron Scott also in the ball game. Kareem misses, and now Ainge controls for Boston. And Danny Ainge is going wild. 6 for 9 for Ainge and 12 points.
Not the best of shots, but it counts. He's a streaky shooter. And when he's hot, he's hot.
13 on the shot clock. 16 now remaining in the period as Irvin Johnson hits from outside. He has 17. Celtics playing for the last shot, leading by 3. And Wedman goes for 3. He's short. Scott. No.
I don't really have anything right now into third other than Worthy and Peaches. that's where my mind's at right now.
Good. It's a nip and tuck ball game, and after 3, it's Boston 90, Los Angeles 87.
James Worthy, the Celtics ought to look him up in the yellow pages out there. Under W.
The Celtics have a big edge in offensive rebounding, 15-8, and they've converted them into 19 points. But you wanted Worthy, and you got him. Worthy is up front with McAdoo and Jamal Wilkes, Byron Scott and Cooper in the backcourt, and Larry Bird begins the 4th period on the bench for the Celtics to get some rest. And a turnover as Cooper threw an errant pass to Byron Scott. So the Celtics with a 3-point lead. Kareem also on the bench, so the big guns are not all out there as we start the final 12 minutes, barring overtime. Hale trying to get it to Maxwell. Still Boston ball.
They're forcing that pass on the doubles to the man going to the basket. It just isn't there. They should make the pass outside for the outside shot.
This is the fourth quarter chess game that goes on, and each substitution has a meaning as Parrish misses. Long rebound to Cooper, and the Lakers are able to break, and Cooper. The foul is called. Wedman might have pushed Cooper, who was jarred a little bit.
Well, that was that foot speed that Kevin Lockery talked about by using Wedman and Ainge. It ended up almost a 4-on-1 situation. Danny Ainge must have felt like Custer. He had them all.
Foul is on Danny Ainge. That is his third personal foul. So it wasn't on the Wedman-Cooper collision, but it was on Jamal Wilkes. Wilkes was fouled by Danny Ainge. Very unorthodox style for Jamal Wilkes at the free throw line. When he was a youngster, his sister Naomi was such a good player in her own right. She used to block the shots. He had to come up with another way, and he did.
From behind the ear.
It's worked for him, hasn't it?
How much protection does an ear give you?
Celtic lead down to 1. We're in the opening minute of this fourth period. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn reporting. Harris is hit. So now the Lakers pick up their first personal foul.
But the inside game of the Celtics, Robert Parrish, is taking long to develop right now. They ought to be able to capitalize with Jabbar on the bench. So they're trying to go to him to make sure that he'll count.
Parrish missed the free throw. Scott's personal was his third. Kareem remains on the bench for Los Angeles. Larry Bird on the bench for Boston. Magic Johnson is also on the bench for LA. It's still Boston ball. Keep in mind now that only 4 teams have come back from a 2-0 deficit to win a best-of-7 playoff series in NBA history, and no team has ever lost the first 2 at home and come back and won. Celtics lost game number 1 at home. So a lot of meaning right here. 1 minute going by. Wedman coming around a screen and hits. Got Wedman with 8 points. So between the two of them, Ainge and Wedman have 20 points.
And now they're working to get Wedman open for his shots. That's a good sign.
Jamal Wilkes. You don't want to give him too much room anywhere. Comes inside on a feed from Worthy. He wanted it. He missed it. And now with a 3-point lead, the Celtics trying to open it up again. Keep in mind they did have a 13-point lead in the first half. That evaporated. Wedman for 3. And the rebound. And it's a loose ball foul against the Lakers. So James Worthy started a run, but hold it.
A little push from behind. A favorite little trick when you're caught out of position. As the man goes up in the air, you put a hand in his back and nudge him off the court.
And coming back in the ball game for the Celtics is Larry Bird. Who said at the outset, the heart and soul of the team. Cedric Maxwell gets a big standing ovation. He has scored 16 points. And that's the one thing the Celtics don't expect from him in that scoring. Done a superb job. Here's Bird working against Wilkes. 19 for Larry Bird. He's Boston's high scorer, and the Celtics lead by 5. How important are these first couple of minutes of this period?
Very, very important to establish what you're going to do, the outside shot or the inside game, and also perhaps for the Lakers to upbeat the pace of the game.
McAdoo drives in, and a Boston foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul. And now we'll have a timeout with 9:52 remaining. And the foul was on Larry Bird, his third. He doesn't agree.
Strong move by Bob McAdoo.
And the foul by Bird. Timeout.
I go out and try to give them the best show possible.
The least you can do is give 100% because I feel that's what the fans want to see and that's what they pay for.
I know that when I'm on the basketball court, I'm there to be the show.
NBA action. It's fantastic.
Didn't kind of make it with the fans, but he certainly has made it with the LA fans, and then some.
Sure has. A great comeback story 2 years ago.
And I think he'd look like nothing better than to oust the Celtics out of this playoff.
He's the only member of the Lakers who used to play for the Celtics. He's been with 6 teams, well traveled, but he's happy now. Not 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ainge throws the ball away. He was looking for Parrish, but he threw it away. So on the turnover, the Lakers can cut the Celtic lead to 1 with 9.5 minutes, plenty of time remaining.
Parrish zigged when he should have zagged that time on the Ainge pass.
It's Byron Scott to Wilkes, and now they turn it over that way. Couple of turnovers, and Riley off the bench. Neither one of these coaches, Riley or Casey Jones, get very excited the way my partner used to when he coached.
I lost my credit cards one time jumping up.
Parrish going over McAdoo. And Robert Parrish has 14 points. The Lakers are going to come back with their iron. Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson momentarily. Ainge is on Byron Scott, the rookie. Bird on Wilkes. McAdoo and Parrish. And here's McAdoo going in, and the basket will count, and will get the foul too. So there was a one-on-one challenge, and McAdoo won it.
Well, that's speed. McAdoo got the real speed advantage on Parrish. Parrish got to respect the outside shot, which sets up the easy drive for McAdoo, and he gets clobbered going in there.
Foul is on Parrish, his third. The only player on the game in foul trouble is Dennis Johnson, who's been on the bench with 5 personal fouls. McAdoo gets the 3-point play to bring the Lakers to within 2. And there's Dennis Johnson, big guard. So now Magic Johnson and Kareem back in the lineup. McAdoo, Cooper, and Worthy. Good start and good 5 out there for L.A. Bird gets fouled and gets helped up by Michael Cooper.
Michael Cooper knows how tough a job it is to guard Larry Bird. And I don't think anybody guards Larry Bird or gives him a tougher job than Michael Cooper.
Why does he do such a good job?
Because he uses his quickness. He's got the ability and the tenacity to try and deny him the possession of the ball. And he's got the better foot speed to, when he gets by him, to catch up with him.
Larry Bird has 20 points in this ball game. But he's had to struggle for the 20.
He works hard on every phase of the game of basketball, Larry Bird. There's no quitting that guy.
Cooper committed his 4th personal foul. Team fouls at 3 and 3. Once you get to 5, you're in the penalty. 8:25 to go, 4th period. 98-94, the Celtics lead, and traveling called against Bob McAdoo. And now the Celtics want a 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout, and they'll gather around Casey Jones, who was a head coach with the Washington Bullets, did not win a championship with that club, never thought he would get an opportunity to lead a team again. And when Red Auerbach tapped him on the shoulder when Bill Fitch left for Houston, it was a dream come true again.
It certainly was, and nobody deserved it more than Casey Jones. You know, he and I and 2 of the other Celtics used to sing in the shower. And they made a record, and guess who they left out? It made it a trio instead of a quartet.
Well, I tell you what, you might have been playing the bass drum. I don't know.
Listen, I had the best rendition of Granada you ever saw off those tiles in the shower.
We won't hear it tonight, though, right?
I hope not.
Okay. 8:19 to go. Celtics after the 20-second timeout. Maxwell. Now Wedman. Long rebound to Magic Johnson. Worthy on the break. Celtics get back nicely on defense to stop the break. McHale on McAdoo. Inside, Worthy. Basket counts and a foul. And they, for some reason, you know, we've said on this broadcast that the Lakers hadn't had anyone to guard McHale. The Celtics don't have anyone to stop Worthy.
Yes, and it goes inside nicely as Wedman tries to front them to deny him the ball, but it gets over the top. An easy one for Worthy.
He's got 25 points. Personal foul was on Maxwell.
Maybe they should look him up under J in the yellow pages.
That's not the way it's usually listed. 14 fouls against Boston. 7:49 on the clock, 4th period. Danny Ainge, top of the key. Bird gets the offensive rebound and is fouled going up for the shot.
The Lakers really hustling. They jammed at Danny Ainge when he took the shot, and Bird gets the rebound, and 4 blue jerseys around him.
3 fouls on Magic Johnson, and the 4th team foul against the Lakers. Dennis Johnson coming back into the ball game. Keep in mind he is playing with 5 personal fouls, 1 more, and he'll be disqualified. Parrish is back in. Wetman goes out. And there's Johnson. Magic Johnson, who has been the MVP of the playoffs in the 2 championship years. But the Lakers have captured the title. Jack Curran, the Laker trainer, talking to Jake O'Donnell. Something about someone's shoulder bothering him. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's Jake's shoulder that's bothering him, actually.
Well, they get in the middle of a lot of action. They can get hurt, too. Nobody knows how difficult it is to run up and down as an official for 48 minutes in a fast break game. You know, and no substitutions for those guys.
We have an alternate, and that's Paul Mihalik, just in case one of the officials can't go. Larry Bird missed one of the free throws. He was the best free throw shooter in the league this year. Long air ball, didn't touch anything by Kareem. Loop it in, and Kareem saves it at the other end. Does he show his greatness on that hustle?
What a hustle play by Kareem to get back. Parrish had a 3-yard lead on him, but look at him get back into it. Beautiful hustle by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Danny Ainge goes out. He has scored 12 points and has been a bright light off the bench for Boston. And Gerald Henderson, number 43, who's handling the ball, is back in. 7:20 showing on the clock, 4th period. Henderson is open. Those are the shots that the Lakers dare the Celtics to make, and when they don't make them, the Lakers come on down fast. Magic Johnson lost it. Good defense by Boston. Maxwell, can he handle the ball for a big man at 6'8"? Bird. One of the few times you see Magic Johnson and Larry Bird guarding each other right then. You don't see it often.
Well, one's a guard, the other one's a forward. Doesn't happen too often.
Well, the way the Lakers play, you can't be surprised at anything they do. Timeout with 6:53 remaining in the 4th period. It's a slim lead for the Boston Celtics. Remind you that this World Championship Series continues with Game 3 Sunday from the Forum in Los Angeles. It'll start at 3:30 Eastern Time. The Celtics and the Lakers. It'll either be 1-1, or the Lakers will have a commanding, you could say, 2-0 lead if they can win this game on the Boston home court. The Celtics are angling to make it 1-1 when they go back to the Forum. Celtic guards have been occasionally maligned for their shooting this year, but tonight they're outscoring the Laker guards.
They've had plenty of opportunities, I'll tell you. They're giving them, proving, Pat Riley says, prove it to me that you can beat me from outside. It's going to take a little bit more than that.
Well, there's a lot of tradition at Boston Garden, and one of the traditions is right up there. Wearing a tuxedo is Johnny Most, who has been the voice of the Boston Celtics. He is a legend, and someday I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny Most's number is hung up among the rafters.
On a microphone. He's my good friend. What a guy.
Celtics inbounding, leading by 2. We're nearly halfway through this final period. And the Lakers also have a legendary broadcaster in their own right. As Robert Parrish hits another one from outside. He has 16 points. Bird with 22 leads Boston. Parrish and Maxwell 16. So the guards have been doing some good shooting for Boston, but the front court has been doing a lot of scoring. Kareem falls off to Maxwell. 4-point lead.
The Lakers going to their go-to guy. If the fast break isn't there, get it to Kareem.
And Bird tried to get it to Henderson, but he tried to go in a crowd, and the Lakers were wary of it and picked it off. Now Magic Johnson control. Bird out to meet McAdoo. McAdoo, tough pulling up. It is just about impossible to stop him when he pulls up at 6'10", 6'11".
I remember when he's at Buffalo, boy, used to knock him in from 30 feet. At least he's moved in a little bit as he's gotten older.
2-point lead now. Henderson going in, draws the foul. One of the advantages that Gerald Henderson has by penetrating, and that means driving to the basket, is that you can dish it off to someone for an easy basket, or you get fouled. On that play, he got fouled, and it's Magic Johnson with number 4.
But the Lakers have so many big people in there with those arm span. There aren't much room to get the passes through.
Maxwell gets a hand. He goes out having scored 16 points and 12 rebounds. off the offensive glass, and he is replaced by Kevin McHale. So the Celtics, in essence, Tom, are getting some offense in and giving up some defense.
You got it.
5:40 to go. Plenty of time on the 24-second shot clock. Johnson hits it into Kareem. The go-to man, as Utah call him, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, now with 17 points.
80% of their set offense goes to Kareem.
Parrish. Bird is there for the offensive rebound. Looking for a foul or a basket. Got neither. And the rebound by James Worthy. And Bird tips it away.
He doesn't have an off button. It's just no quit. That's what that is. Bird's hustle and heart is ridiculous.
It's still Laker ball. But you have seen in this period the out hustle by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Larry Bird diving to tip the ball away.
That's the mark of champions. Whoever wins this series, they both deserve to be there. It may sound trite, but I believe it.
Loose ball, tied up. Kareem was tied up.
Here's Kareem fighting for position. Parrish trying to get in the passing lane. He gives up an easy one now because he didn't quite get there soon enough.
He's going to have a huge advantage of maybe a foot over Gerald Henderson. And a whistle blows. They may jump it again.
Well, you know that Kareem's going to get the ball. You're going to try and perhaps steal it, but there's Magic Johnson standing behind him all along.
And the ball comes down to Los Angeles. Cooper. Tipped away. It might have been Bird. Here come the Celtics. Dennis Johnson will go to the line and shoot. Defensive play inside. It might have been Larry Bird who tipped it away. And the Celtics on the fast break result in a free throw situation for Michael Cooper. That is his 5th personal foul. One more and Cooper's out of the game.
Well, he had to pick up the quick advance of the ball by Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson really tried to put the pressure like Magic Johnson does on the defense. But didn't quite wait till that forward got in the lane like Magic does. Ends up getting fouled, and these are 2 key free throws right now for the Celtics.
Been back and forth in this second half ever since the Lakers put on a 13-2 run to narrow a 13-point lead at halftime to 2. Lakers had a 3-point lead at 85-82, but the Celtics have come back and now lead by 3 with 4:35 in the running remaining in the 4th period. Johnson. Cooper. And an offensive foul has been called. An offensive foul. And that's against Michael Cooper.
Here's Cooper, puts it in and goes over Dennis Johnson. And Dennis afraid to foul out, and Cooper now going out himself.
So Michael Cooper has fouled out with his 6th personal foul. He scored in the ball game, 9 points. He had 3 assists. He's replaced by Jamal Wilkes. So what does the loss of Cooper mean? I know Larry Bird isn't unhappy with that.
That should turn Bird loose a little bit, although Wilkes guards him pretty well, and he's on the floor right now taking Cooper's place.
Timeout. So we'll see what Wilkes does against Bird. 4:28 remain in the 4th period. The Boston Celtics 104, the LA Lakers 101. Cooper has already fouled out of the ball game.
Wilkes is going to guard Larry Bird.
They get it into McHale, who's immediately double teamed. Loose ball. Henderson is there, and a new clock for Boston. Henderson doesn't waste much time. And look at Danny Ainge saluting Henderson. 4 minutes to play, and a 5-point Boston lead. They haven't been able to get it over 5, though, in this 4th period. Worthy. To Kareem. Surrounded. And fouled. And the basket counts. You could not play Kareem Abdul-Jabbar any tougher or closer than the Celtics did on that play.
I'll tell you one thing. I haven't heard me comment too many times about the officials, but boy, there was a lot of purple jerseys in there for more than 3 seconds. Here's Kareem taking that shot with 2 guys on him, but when you're 7'3", you can go over almost anybody.
They were all over him. Kareem hits it. He has 13 points this half. or 19 in the game. And the foul was on Robert Parrish, number 4 on him. So it's 106 to 104, a big play for the Lakers. Lakers looking to go up 2-0, and no team has ever come back in a best-of-7 NBA championship or any playoff after losing the first 2 games at home. And that's what the Celtics face right now. They're leading, but not by much. Bird, double team. Johnson open is Henderson, left of the key. The rebound is McAdoo. And the foul is against Los Angeles, I think. And Pat Riley has to be restrained momentarily by Magic Johnson. And that is about as mad as I've ever seen Riley. Pat Riley is enraged.
Boy, your blood starts to boil when you get to the championship round. It's tough enough during the regular season. But here is the action as McAdoo was pushing off to get the rebound that time, and they caught him before the ball even hit the rim. So that's an unusual call for the official. They usually call it as the ball is coming down.
McAdoo committed the foul. Kevin McHale not scoring as much in this game as he did in game number 1. The Celtics are looking for the W, as Red Auerbach said at the half. Wins, victories. But the Lakers are awfully tough, and with 3:15 to go, they can cut the lead to 2 once more. A pushing foul on Henderson. Celtics in the penalty, so that means Magic Johnson will go to the line and shoot 2.
And he is a pretty decent free throw shooter. Plus, he's the second story man. He's got the consummate guts to play this game. He loves to be under these pressure situations.
You know, people always argue who's better, Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. It's not an easy thing to decide, and maybe it shouldn't be decided.
I don't think there's an answer.
Magic Johnson had a playoff assist record of 24 against Phoenix and broke his own all-star assist record of 22 this year in Denver. And now it's a 2-point game once more.
But it may boil down to how well Gerald Henderson's going to be able to hit that outside shot.
McHale inside, blocked by Kareem to Magic Johnson. And with a good defensive play by Abdul-Jabbar, the Lakers are looking to tie it up with under 3 minutes to play.
They're running at, anytime the ball goes inside the Lakers, they're running at that man.
And let's see, no violation, no backcourt violation. Lakers saved it. Wilkes with 7 seconds on the clock. James Worthy going in.
I don't know if you've seen that. I've seen that, McAdoo. Larry's got patience. Because Mac just said, take that elbow with you.
Off the glass, LA has it. Fans didn't like it. It'll be LA ball, and they have 5 seconds to attempt a shot. 2:39 on the clock. It's 108 to 106, Boston. McAdoo doesn't tie it up, and Kareem fouls Parrish. Number 4 on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the oldest player in the playoffs at age 37.
Here's Bird getting in the front of James Worthy, and he gets his hand up on McAdoo, and the ball goes right off Larry Bird and out of bounds.
So 0-0, Robert Parrish misses an important free throw. He's 0 for 3 from the line. Cedric Maxwell has come in replacing Henderson. Why?
There is a key move by Casey Jones. All his outside shooting is gone except for Larry Bird, and the speed is gone. So the Lakers have a chance to crack it open with a couple of fast breaks.
But what do the Celtics have in there?
They're hoping to really go inside more and bang the boards.
108-106, Parrish missed 2. Lakers can tie it up, but McHale blocks the shot. And here's Dennis Johnson. All the way, Dennis Johnson to Bird. And Larry Bird will go to the line. It was Kevin McHale with the defensive play at the other end.
Here's the penetration, but McHale gets in there, swats it away. Johnson, the fastest guy the Celtics have right now, pushes it up the middle. Bird on the wing, wide open for an instant, gets banged. So it could have been a 3-point play.
McAdoo with his 4th foul. Bird on the line. Keep in mind, Parrish missed 2 free throws. The Lakers had 2 chances down the court to tie this game, and now Bird can give the Celtics a 4-point lead. 2:14 remain in the 4th period.
Those big people better pay off for Boston. They're trying to give the Lakers only one shot and then get the rebound.
Bird has 24, Worthy 25. Those are the high scores. And there are 2 minutes to play in the fourth period. 110 to 106, Celtics lead the Lakers. And Magic Johnson uses the glass to cut it to 2 once more, and the pressure remains.
Boy, did they move that ball beautifully to find Magic. And again, he loves those game-winning shots.
He has 21. Wilkes playing Bird awfully tight, misses as Bird goes inside, and now a foul is called.
And a late whistle. Bird thought he wasn't going to call it. I think he hurt his hand, too.
James Worthy has committed the foul. Bird shooting. Larry Bird had 24 points and 14 rebounds in game number 1. Misses the free throw, so the best the Celtics can have would be a 3-point lead now with 1:34 to go if Bird makes this. A minute and a half remaining. Both teams in the penalty. Both lead players, Bird and Magic Johnson, are out there. Kareem in the half-court game, so important for the Lakers. Knocked away by Parrish. Kareem recovers, and driving in is Worthy.
Max, you're having a hell of a game on the offensive board. But right now, Worthy's got you looking like a bitch in a fetal position. Is that necessary? It is what it is, brother. I've been dunked on. I get it.
With a slam and a foul. A basket by James Worthy, who has been nothing short of magnificent in the first 2 games of the series, and a foul as well.
Well, Kareem does find Worthy, who had loosened up, and charges through, and it wasn't, in my mind anyway, any chance he was going to miss that one, and picks up the blocking foul on Maxwell.
And he can tie it up, and he does. Joe James Worthy, who missed the first shot of the game and then hit 11 in a row, has tied the game at 111 apiece. He has 28. And now Boston wants a timeout. And right now, it would be fitting to remind you that if you like this tremendous playoff action for the NBA championship, there's more. Sunday from the Forum in Inglewood, Game 3 at 3:30 Eastern Time.
Thanks to Bic, I have the shave of John McEnroe, but I still have the serve of Elliot Kaminsky.
John McEnroe and I have 2 things in common. Make that one thing. We both shave with Bic.
And so should you, because Bic is beautiful, smooth, close, comfortable, and only 20 cents.
Let's play. I'll be John McEnroe. You're not even old enough to shave.
Bic can improve your game, but it can improve your face.
Dennis Johnson. Wilkes is out on top on Bird. Wedman now, guarded by Worthy. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dennis Johnson. Fall away. Short. Didn't hit the rim or the board. And now the Lakers, with 46 seconds to go, have a chance to break the tie. Celtics have had the lead most of the game, but that's not what counts. Magic Johnson is fouled by Dennis Johnson, who fouls out of the ball game. That is his 6th personal foul. But more important, will send Magic Johnson the line to shoot 2 shots.
2 boo-boos by DJ. Missed through an air ball as time was running down on a 24-second clock. And then commits the foul against Magic, puts him at the line.
To be candid, this has not been a good ball game for Dennis Johnson in any way, shape, or form.
What I think he did was try to force his play too much, not take what the defense was giving him.
Magic Johnson is perfect from the free throw line. He's now 6 for 6. 35 seconds showing on the clock. Celtics have 2 timeouts remaining. And the Lakers are up by 2. Does Casey use him now? No. Henderson replaced Dennis Johnson, who fouled out with 10.
Well, Wedman's in there for the outside shooting.
Bird going to McHale. This is crunch time, really, for Boston. Henderson is open. McHale, and a foul against the Lakers. So McHale went up. along with Wedman, and it was a Laker foul, and the Celtics will have a chance to tie, but they have to make the 2 free throws.
This is really when you believe in your defensive philosophy. They're giving up, the Lakers, the outside shot to the Celtics, and Henderson under the gun, knowing he's going to have to take that shot more than likely. What a tough position to be in.
All right, but Maxwell has come in for Scott Wedman now. McHale is on the line. He needs to make both free throws to tie the ball game up, and then the Lakers, with 20 seconds remaining, can take the last shot and try to win.
Well, he's in it for defense, Maxwell, right now, hoping that McHale will hit the 2.
And he doesn't. He misses the first one. And there you can look at the faces of the Celtic hierarchy and Red Auerbach. McHale misses the first, and Pat Riley has told his team to call a timeout after this free throw. McHale misses them both, and now a timeout. So the Lakers do not have to take a shot. They have it with 20 seconds to go and lead the Celtics 113 to 111. And we're going to have a timeout right now, and all of a sudden it's dead quiet in Boston Garden. So now what are the Celtics, what can they do with the Lakers having the ball with 20 seconds to play?
Well, they're going to try and make a steal here, and they got their best defensive team in there right now. Danny Ainge, Henderson, Maxwell, Bird, and McHale. So they're going to try and get over the inbounded pass.
Actually 18 remain, and the Lakers, keep in mind, do not have to take a shot. Worthy will inbound to Magic Johnson. Worst comes to worst, the Celtics will have to foul, and there's a steal by Henderson, who lays it up and in. But it's not over yet.
The leprechaun at work here at Boston Garden. A steal right when you need it. Fabled things have happened, and this will be one of them. If the Celtics win this game, a steal by Gerald Henderson.
But now there are 13 seconds to go, and the Lakers can play for the last shot to break the tie. The Boston Celtics are in a little better position than they were before, but they're not out of the woods yet. Now, what do the Lakers want to do now?
Well, they've got the automatic 2 points in the sky hook of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and if they rush at Kareem, somebody may be open, going quickly to the basket. One of the favorite targets on that type of strategy is Magic Johnson after he gives the ball to Kareem.
At what point do the Lakers have to take the shot?
Well, most coaches have plays timed so that they make sure that you can get the shot and at least perhaps a rebound attempt. What play they use depends on what time they go for.
So is it conceivable the Lakers can score and then the Celtics can still get that last shot?
Yes, if they take the shot too soon. But normally the coaches have these plays timed pretty well. They know, say, go for it at 8 seconds, and then 1 or 2 passes, they'll go for it. There is the guy, goggles and all. Normally, he's the go-to guy. He has won many a ball game. I can remember him here in Milwaukee sending it into overtime and beating us in the 6th game. So he is capable of making a good one.
The crowd is chanting, "Beat LA." The Lakers lead 1-0 in the best of 7, trying to make it 2-0 and going home with a big cushion. Larry Bird and company are trying to pull it out. They'd be happy with overtime right now. Dick Stockton, Tom Heinsohn, all of us, live at Boston Garden. Bedlam.
They're going to get up all over Worthy, I think, to try and cut down where the pass would go to.
Worthy inbounds to Byron Scott. You watch the clock at the lower part of your screen. They're looking for Kareem. Magic Johnson keeps looking inside. 2 seconds, 1 second, and they don't get it off. The Lakers don't get a shot off.
Okay, in my defense, yes, I knew this ending was coming. And as a Laker fan, it's not one of my proudest moments to see Magic do whatever it is Magic just did. As a Laker fan, I'm pissed. They should easily have won in regulation and be going back to LA up 2-0 in this series. If I'm in Boston Garden right now, sure, I'm excited, as every one of these fans are. I'm talking shit because I'm excited. I've got adrenaline flowing.
We go to overtime, and Tom, the Los Angeles Lakers misjudged the clock.
Well, we said the coaches have these plays timed. That one was a little bit too close, Dick.
That was a 13-second play that went 15. Let's watch the time run out. Does this remind you of the Dallas game?
I think he didn't know where the clock was. You know, you look at that 24-second clock a lot of times. 4, I don't think he was trying to find out how much time was left. Didn't really see it.
For a 5-minute overtime period as the Celtics, who were seemingly doomed, got a steal and a basket from Gerald Henderson. And then the Lakers ran the clock out. Brent Musburger and Kevin Lockery were in Dallas when Derek Harper ran the clock out, thinking his team was ahead, and they weren't. So history has kind of repeated itself here, and the Celtics win the tip.
So it can happen to the best of them.
It did to the Lakers right there, giving Boston a chance. Bird hard off the glass, and the strategy doesn't work. It'll be Laker ball.
He tried to pass it to himself off the glass. That's a pretty smart move. It didn't work, but right idea.
5-minute overtime.
But Maxwell is guarding Magic Johnson, a bigger man, cutting down his vision perhaps a little bit.
Kareem inside, no basket, traveling. Traveling called against Kareem. Each team has 2 timeouts in the overtime period. And on the 4th foul, it's the penalty. Those are the overtime rules. Still 113 apiece. Boston controlling. Bird looking for Maxwell inside. And an illegal defense called against the Lakers, and that's going to mean a technical foul. That's the 4th time it's been called, and Byron Scott was in the middle.
His man was way out past the foul line, and he's not allowed to drop into that painted area. So Bird at the line for the technical foul.
Oh. The Celtics, and Bird was going to wrap. I think Bird wanted to pound that ball into the upper deck here at the Garden. He missed the free throw. Boston still has possession as a result of the technical. Henderson, guarded by Byron Scott. Magic Johnson is on Maxwell, who has the ball now. Scott coming out to meet Henderson. Plenty of time on the shot clock, and here's Parrish driving the lane. Kareem had come out, and Parrish found an opening.
Yeah, I forgot about Robert Parrish, Kareem, and let him steam down the paint.
1:15, 1:13. Boston. McAdoo drives in and is fouled, and he'll try to tie it up.
This is the most I've seen Bob McAdoo drive to the basket in years. He usually likes to stand outside and take that outside shot. Red Auerbach told us the other day we're not going to give Bob McAdoo the outside shot.
He has scored 13. That's the 4th personal foul on Larry Bird. And now the Lakers have caught the Celtic foul shooting disease. James Worthy with 28 leads the Lakers. Larry Bird with 25 leads the Celtics, who are up by 1 point with 3:48 remaining in the overtime period. They go once again, they go inside to Maxwell, and they lose the ball. Turns it over to the Lakers.
Well, Henderson was wide open. Maxwell, the second best passer on the team, throws a poor one.
Magic Johnson, long range, hits.
He said, Pat Riley, forget about Kareem. They're backing off. I'm taking the outside shot.
So the Lakers lead by 116 to 115. And Magic Johnson is 25 points now. Henderson working against Byron Scott, penetrating inside, and he's called for the offensive foul. Henderson on the offensive foul turns it over to the Lakers.
The Celtics persist on driving into that packed, painted area. Blue jerseys all over the place.
The foul story, McAdoo, one from a foul out, the others with 4. The only ones in real foul trouble are the ones with 5 right now. Magic Johnson, unless we go into 3 overtimes, and we might. Kareem feeding Magic Johnson. Does he do that so well, that inside pass?
Well, Maxwell just forgot to stay with him. And Kareem will get it to you when you're open.
So now the Lakers have a 3-point lead, which matches their biggest lead of the ballgame.
This is one of their finer plays. And Maxwell looking at Kareem lets Magic go by, and the alert Kareem makes an easy pass. Wrong guy, right idea, though.
Well, maybe the right guy.
Well, what I mean is strategy.
118, 115. Every possession becomes very important here with the Lakers leading by 3. Bird to Worthy. Loose ball taken down by Magic Johnson, who now has 10 rebounds, 8 assists to go along with his 27 points. Magic Johnson taking charge. He wants the ball at the clutch moments, as does Bird. Here's Kareem, long sky hook, and Bird the rebound. Loops it out to Henderson. Henderson drives in and is fouled and gets the basket.
Bird with a heads-up play. Henderson on the fly. Magic trying to get back in it. Better, he should have let him go all the way. Just nudged him slightly at the end. But Henderson, a chance for a tie-up.
And Magic Johnson has picked up his 5th personal foul. One more and he's out of the ball game. You saw Maxwell come in for the Celtics, but Gerald Henderson has been an 11th hour hero for the Boston Celtics, who have tied up the game at 118. Henderson with 16 points, and we're now close to 2 minutes remaining in the overtime period. Worthy is fouled going in. It was a shooting foul with exactly 2 minutes to play. Jamal Wilkes coming into the ball game. Larry Bird with his 5th personal foul. So Wilkes comes in, but the drama heightens as Larry Bird has 5 and Magic Johnson has 5.
They're flip-flopping defenses and offenses, both coaches. Now Wedman will come in for offensive purposes. Maxwell will sit down, probably.
And Scott Wedman coming in now for offense for the outside shooting. As Worthy has broken the tie and can't convert the second. Boston trailing LA by 1. Under 2 minutes to play. We're in overtime. Celtics, clutch fashion, came back. McHale turnaround. And Boston leads again.
They isolated McHale beautifully down close to the basket. Every Celtic player was up above the foul line.
120 to 119. Boston leading Los Angeles. Game 3 will be Sunday, 3:30 Eastern on CBS. Here's McAdoo left open, and he gives the Lakers the lead. They go back and forth, and this game is turning into one of the memorable playoff games between these teams, and there have been many. Harris loses it. He could not control the high pass, and now the Lakers with the ball in a 1-point lead. You watch the clock in the lower right-hand corner. There's a roar constantly here at Boston Garden. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Magic may not know it. 3 seconds. 1 second. Puts it up. And Jamal Wilkes winds up with the ball and gets it out to Johnson for a new clock.
You forget about Wilkes on the board sometimes.
Pat Riley was yelling for a timeout, and he gets it with 45 seconds. 2 teams in the NBA. The Lakers with a 121-120 lead over the Celtics, who won 62 games, the best record in the league. The Lakers in the NBA Championship Series for the 3rd consecutive year would like to take a 2-0 lead back to Los Angeles. In the regular season, the Lakers won both games, so the Celtics are looking for their first win of the year against Los Angeles. 45 seconds remain in the overtime period. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
They changed the defensive matchups to Celtics. Henderson is guarding Magic Johnson now instead of Maxwell. And Maxwell's got Wilkes.
Defense crucial here for Boston. The Lakers looking for a 3-point lead if they can, which would put a whole load of pressure on the shoulders of Boston. Here's Wilkes. Maxwell on him. They get it to Kareem with 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3, skyhook. Loose ball and a foul against Los Angeles. With 25 seconds remaining in the overtime period. Let's see who it's on. James Worthy, apparently. And that's number 3 on Worthy.
They put the clamp on Kareem down in that low post, made him take a tough shot. And then the ensuing rebound, Worthy over the back of Bird, I believe.
And a timeout called for by Boston, and that's their last timeout. Will be the winning basket. We're in overtime, Thomas.
I think Magic is going to know where that clock is now to count it down. But again, their prime man is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Get him the ball, see what develops. He's so smart. He gets the sky hook off, or if they double team him, he is exceptional at finding the open man. The thing is for the Lakers to have some decent outside shooters. Wilkes will be an important part of this thing as one of their favorite targets if Kareem gets doubled.
Keep in mind, when there are no timeouts, that means if the Celtics get a rebound, they cannot call a timeout. Or if the Lakers make the basket, the Celtics have to push the ball up the court. Listen to him here. Deafening roar at the Garden. Earvin Magic Johnson. This is a proud team. They've been champions 2 of the last 3 years.
And it's no easy thing to inbound the ball the way the rules are stated right now. You can't toss it into the back court. You have to put it into the front court. The Celtics well aware of that, and they're pretty good on steals.
They get 2 out of the last 5, but they're used to this. 14 seconds to go. Wilkes has it, 13. Loose ball, and the Celtics have it. And now the Lakers have regained the ball. Their ball was knocked away off of Larry Bird with 8 seconds to go, and LA gets another chance. Just as Boston had another chance in the waning seconds of regulation time. Lakers have 8 seconds. 122-121 Boston. McAdoo. Steal. And the Boston Celtics, if they hold on, will win it. And there's a foul. Let's watch the scramble, Tom.
Well, I got blocked out, to tell you the truth. I don't know what happened. I'm seeing it for the first time. And here's Parrish, of all people, making a steal against Bob McAdoo. Now, Celtics end up with possession of the ball. The question is, does Larry Bird make the 2? Or does he hit one off the rim and let the clock go? Finch got caught with that strategy one time.
9 for 13 from the line. And Larry Bird, with 2 seconds to go, I think if you're the Celtics, you take the 3-point lead and say, beat me with 2 seconds to go on a 3-pointer.
Particularly with LA out of timeouts, they got to take it out underneath the basket.
It's a 3-point lead. It's interesting that the Laker bench is signaling for timeout. They don't have any more. 2 seconds to go. There's the long pass. No time runs off. Boston will get it back, I think.
At the other end of the court, where the ball was launched by the Lakers.
Pat Riley shows the feeling of the Los Angeles group. It was a comeback for the Boston Celtics that was improbable, considering the clock and the time. Gerald Henderson with a big steal. Overtime. Great defense. And that'll do it.
But the reality of it is, Boston didn't win that game. LA lost it. It is what it is. And I know I've praised Pat to this point. Pat didn't have a timeout. But look, Pat didn't need the timeout. Okay? They just came out of the huddle. He'd already drew up the play. It was a basic play. They're dumping it into Kareem from the corner. Okay, this is not a Steph Curry double curl screen 2016 for a 3 to win the game. This was basic basketball. That's why I think Pat is a genius. Simple but efficient. You get it into the corner and you dump it into Kareem. Basic basketball, people. You're not in the middle of the floor. There's not hands on both sides of you. That's why you dump it in from the corner from either side. You have sealed that block on the baseline to call for the ball. That's where Kareem was going. He had Mikal behind him. Plan is simple, basic, and flawless. The problem's not the plan. The problem was the personnel. And that's not Pat's fault. If I'm thinking in Pat's shoes, I have McAdoo, who's a 8 to 10 year veteran in the NBA at this point, and Wilkes, who's an 8 or 10 year veteran. Either one of them can get Kareem the ball. I've got Worthy taken out of bounds. I've got Magic at the top of the key. If the corner's not there, second option is Magic. He can pop out and get the ball. But the first option is a corner and the dump to Kareem. You see it. It's set up. It just wasn't executed. LA should have won that game. And credit Boston for never quitting and playing defense. He threw it to Wilkes, and Wilkes lost. And Bird, 110% on the floor, gave it hard. And it still went out on Bird. Don't you know Bird's stomach dropped to his toes at that moment? I know mine would have. I felt what was in Bird's eyes at that moment, okay? But LA lost that game. Boston didn't win it. Not the game I just watched. Merry early Christmas. I'll see you next time. Did you know that?
Too old for this shit.